morning, everybody. It's Steve with Real Progressives. It's that time again. It is that time again. It is that time again where the primaries start taking over. People start getting into their little teams and they start really pushing the ball forward. It's an exciting time. I think it's a little premature, but it's exciting nonetheless. As you watch the band get back together, they're tuning up their guitars, tuning up their bass, getting the drums ready, and the band is getting ready to get back together. You saw Bernie Sanders announce in Brooklyn, and you saw Bernie Sanders go live there in Chicago, and you saw crowds that looked just like the 2015-2016 year. Now, I can tell you, I lived it. I was there. I was there when he, freaking broke down in tears at the DNC. I read all the Assange leaks. I knew all about the WikiLeaks. I read all the Democratic emails that came out. I watched Jared Beck and gang take this thing to court. I saw all the different aspects of the rigging. I saw the Donna Brazile stuff, the Hillary Clinton stuff. I felt every bit of it. I exited. I ended up supporting Jill in the last election. But here's the thing. The no plan isn't going to get it done. The no plan doesn't get us anywhere. And I'm too damn old, too grumpy, too frustrated, too desperate to ride along with the no plan team of edgy people that are just going to disperse us, that don't have any intention of trying to pass a progressive agenda, have no interest in getting excited with us and helping us move it along. They're just out there to derail people, to steal your joy, to steal your hope, to steal any kind of momentum that we could have. And folks, I'm just not willing to ride along with the no plan people. Seriously, for 10 years, think about this, for 10 years, I have been personally advocating for the modern monetary theory stuff. I'm talking about before Bernie existed, folks, or at least before Bernie had embraced Kelton and others. Here we are now, finally, every news agency's got Larry Summers taking pot shots. It's got Paul Krugman taking pot shots. It's got Rogoff taking pot shots. It's got every creature under the sun slithering out from their neoliberal rocks, trying to attack the work that we've been doing for all these years. And there's Stephanie Kelton out there saying, hey, I have no doubt that we're going to win because I refuse to back down. I support her. She's an ass-kicking, freaking sharp woman, a sharp, real progressive, fighting her ass off against a bunch of sharks and snakes. This is not even to include the work of Bernie Sanders. Is Bernie perfect? No, Bernie's not perfect. Is Bernie out there saying things that make my skin crawl? Absolutely. But for 40 plus years, the dude has been doing this day in, day out. And you know what? We are no closer with anybody else. There's nobody else that's advancing a progressive agenda like he is. Period. I'm telling you, there's not a soul that has the energy. There's not a soul that has the program or the organization. There's not a soul that's going to take this further. The people that are negative about Bernie, the people that are negative about advancing a progressive agenda, who are sitting there just trying to sideline people, take their mind off the game, get them out of it, sowing doubt, those are the no plan people. Those are the people that would literally just sow discord. Now, I am all about questioning stuff, folks. I will not ever just go along to get along. That's not my style and never will be. But as you go into this season, you've got to know what we're fighting against. Every neoliberal that tried to balance the budget under Bill Clinton is coming out of the woodworks saying that Bernie's stuff is crazy. Every neoliberal is coming out saying that Stephanie Kelton is crazy and that this is undoable. Every one of these sacks of shit is coming out of the woodworks trying to tell us that a progressive agenda can't happen. They're out there mocking a Green New Deal. They're out there mocking a federal job guarantee. They're out there mocking Medicare for all. They're out there mocking every bit of this. And if you don't have a plan, which in my opinion is the Bernie Sanders machine, it's the machine to shift the Overton window. Even if you're not a Democrat, even if you have no intention of voting in the primaries, even if you have no intention, the idea of building the momentum to force progress into the mainstream, to force the news media to address progress, to force them to answer questions for why they tried to reduce deficits. The answer to making sure everyone understands that private sector deficits are the one thing we can't survive. We can survive public sector deficits all day long. But you and I, when the money gets tight, we go belly up. Folks, Kelton and Bernie are pushing to get rid of student debt. This is serious. This is everything that we work for. There is nobody else that's even kind of talking about this. No one trying to talk about this. So whether you support him for president is irrelevant. The idea here is don't be part of that gang that sidelines the efforts to build momentum, to change the discussion, to change the approach, to change the options of a progressive agenda. If you sideline this, you have no one to blame but yourself. It's not just the shitty DNC, and they are shitty. It's the people who sideline a movement, trying to be cool and edgy, thinking they're doing something special, but they're not. They're harming your children. They're harming my children. And in fairness to all of us, we deserve better than that. We've got enough enemies in the DNC. We've got enough enemies in the Republican Party. We've got enough enemies in the Libertarian Party that we don't have to create enemies within our own ranks as we try to advance a new deal. A new deal should be your focus, should be our focus. And whoever's going to take that to the finish line is who we should be supporting. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. I'm here to tell you that we've always fought for modern monetary theory so that we could have a progressive agenda. Don't let anything get in the way of that, because there will be no progressive agenda without it. And that's the deal, folks. That's the deal. So when you see these people thinking they're being cool and edgy, reminding you of 2016, say, I already know. I was there. I get it. Fool me once, whatever. But I'm not fighting for that. I'm fighting to make sure that the world understands we can have nice things. I'm fighting to make sure that the neoliberals are outed, the spotlight is on them, and they can't hide anymore. That we can destroy their entire ideological background, everything about these Wall Street hacks. We can destroy them. I want to destroy neoliberalism with every ounce of my person so that no one is ever hurt by it again. And if that means riding Bernie's coattails to the finish line, damn it, I'm there. If that means doing something outside the parties, damn it, I'm there. Whatever it takes to destroy neoliberalism, I'm there. But don't sit there and sideline people that are actually fighting for a new deal. Don't be that guy. Don't be that gal. It's an ugly look, and it serves no one but the wealthy in this country. You're not serving progress, you're serving wealth by doing their dirty work for them. And I'm here to tell you, I'm in it to win it, and I hope you'll stay with us and help us win it too. Because this go-round is going to be different, because we know what they did last summer. We know what they did. We know what they did to Tim Canova. We know what they've done to progress every step along the way. And it's up to us to be vigilant and straightforward and not getting sidetracked with bullshit, but staying directed on the prize. We do that, they can't rig it. to overcome that much consensus. If we're united, the people united can never be defeated, and that's the straight truth. So I'm Steve Grumbine with Real Progressives, getting amped and excited for this run toward 2020. And I'm hoping you'll stick with us so that we can make this a really, really successful time for progressives. I'm Steve Grumbine again with Real Progressives. Have a great day, everybody. I'm out.